Fargo police officer Zach Robinson was among one of several officers who got a promotion yesterday morning.
Robinson has been named a hero in the Fargo-Moorhead community already, ultimately taking down a gunman who opened fire on Fargo's officers last year.
So Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney says the promotions yesterday were earned through hard work and dedication to keeping our community safe. 1 detective, 5 sergeants, 2 lieutenants, and 1 captain got a promotion.
Fargo Police Chief Dave Zabolski said at the ceremony that each role these members of the police department play are very important.
I've had the opportunity and the honor really to see all these folks in action and really appreciate the efforts that they put forth.
A total of 9 members of the Fargo Police Department earned their promotion. Congratulations to all of you.